Hey everyone, how's everybody doing today? It's 1:33 on this Sunday afternoon, Super Bowl Sunday afternoon, as I should add. Um, I was watching William's Knife Life videos, and he's been getting into these Bokers, Kalashnikovs. And just recently he put up a video on how they terminate the blade so early in sharpening. And it really looks ferocious, especially on these Bokers. Every single Boker, they all come the same way. They all come short of the plunge line. I don't know the reason why they do that. But it's so bad. It's so bad. It's like they almost gave up on, they got partway down and they just stopped the sharpening. Like I said, it really is ferocious. And I've had that problem with the three that I have here. Excuse me. And I just simply got out my diamond rod and I scribed a choil right into where it ends as far as the sharpening goes. And it actually looks better, and it actually serves as a purpose. So when you're sharpening, you've got an end point right there. You can't miss it. So it's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, I'll show you in a minute, but I'll show you the tool I used first. I use this, they're only a couple dollars. It's a diamond. You have to get a diamond rod so you could cut through the metal. And this one that I have here, it has a line that goes through it here or into it. That is for a, if you want to sharpen a fish hook, you can do so. It also has just one side that is completely flat. So if you need to do something working and you have to have it come out flat, you can do so and not round. Or you just simply use the side here, that side there, or turn it and use that side there for your, if you need to do rounding, which I used. Basically, that is the tool in a nutshell, actually. So let's open up the blades and take a look at what I did, shall we? So what I did was, now, first off, I'd like to quickly, I just want to touch on these Boker Kalashnikovs on how reliable and what you can really get for $35. I think I paid $30 or $35 for this piece. So many years ago, I don't even want to put a year on it. I don't know how long ago I got this knife. But I can tell you this much right now. I love carrying this. I enjoy carrying this piece. And it has never failed one time on deployment. And I can promise you this thing has been fired about 10,000 times. And it opens like it was a brand new knife. So I just wanted to put that out there. Because it's important to tell you how reliable these Kalashnikov automatic knives really are. So that's that. Let's see if I'm going to hit anything. No. They fire extremely hard. They fire really, really good. It's just a really, there's not much to be said about them. I mean, they're good pieces. They're good automatics for $35. I tell you, you couldn't do a better investment for 35 bucks. I will promise you that. So normally where it ends when they do their sharpening, it normally ends right where my fingernail is right there. That is how far back that actually ends. So you actually have all of this up to here, up to there, that they stop doing the sharpening. And where they stop the sharpening, it's a huge smile. It gets real wide at that back end right there. And like I said, it is awful to look at. It is awful to look at. So what I simply did was, well, I just put a sharpening choil in it. Problem solved, the end of story. That's just where it's at. You just simply take your rod. You just take your rod, put it on your knee or somewhere where your knife is not going to move around on you. If you have a clamp, better yet. And you just take your sharpening diamond here. And where's the round side? Here it is. And what I did was, I can't get no easier than that. But starting out could be the problem. To getting it to catch. That could be a little frustrating. So what I did was I just started at one end at first. I just started at one end. And I just kept pulling through. Gently. Pulling through. Start, pull through. Pull through, pull through. Don't try and go back and forth like this in the beginning. Your diamond's rod will be all over the place like this. Don't do that. Pull only in the beginning until you get it started. Until you get it started, just simply pull through like this. One way only. Until you start that divot. Until you start seeing that divot. And then if you want to go a little bit faster, then you can go back and forth like so. But until that point, don't do that because you'll start sliding all over the place until you get your, until you start cutting that in. But there it is. That's how it comes. That's how it looks. And it actually comes out pretty gosh darn good. So when your next sharpening comes, it's going to be real easy because your end point is right there. You can go as deep as you want when you cut the choil. You can go, or you don't have to go that deep. Me, I kind of just, I found a happy medium. I was like, all right, that's good, So that was that. So that's one of them. So we'll go ahead and shut this one down. Also, this one is in Oz AU8 steel. And I can't explain to you. I honestly cannot explain to you how sharp I got this Oz 8. I cannot explain to you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is just unbelievable. Just take your time when sharpening, and this stuff will get, it'll get like you've never felt before. That's how sharp. I love AUS 8 steel because it gets very, very sharp. That's another thing I wanted to mention. So, that's that one. Moving right along. This was a, oh no, that's the Blade HQ. This is just a normal, everyday, run-of-the-mill mini Kalashnikov. Now again, I must touch on the minis. I like the mini about 100 times better than I like the full-size one. Now, William likes the bigger ones. He actually bought an XL one. I would encourage him to try a mini. They are, I'll tell you the truth, they are absolutely fantastic. They fire so wonderful. It's a whole different feeling than the bigger ones. They are perfect. I mean, absolutely perfect size for an EDC little blade. They are fantastic. And the way they fire, it will just, once you get it, it will blow your mind. It will honestly blow your mind. Once again, I cut the choil in this one because they terminated it way back there. And not only did they terminate it way back there, you get this big smile back here. And it really looks just awful. Just awful. You have no choice but to cut a choil in there unless you feel like looking at that ugliness at the end of your blade every day. And I don't think that you want that. You really don't want that. Once again, I cannot stress on how enjoyable and how much you will like the mini Kalashnikovs. Just 10 times more than the full-size ones. They're better. They're not real small at all. It's just that the firing on them, the way they are in hand, look, you could get 4 fingers, you know, they're just, it's just a wonderful size, okay? It's just a wonderful size. I can't get enough of the minis. And as far as EDC, I couldn't tell you a better automatic to tote around with you for an EDC. They are fantastic, okay? Last one I have here in my Kalashnikov collection here is this. This was a Blade HQ, whatchamacallit, exclusive. And this one is a dagger blade. This one may fire even a little bit harder than this one. Both the same knives, minis, but just this one just fires. I don't know if it's a newer blade style or newer, you know, a spring that they put in there, but this thing fires like a wild pig. Look at that. Just, I mean, hold on. Just listen to the sound of it. Listen. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, she's coming out of there. She's coming out of there like a, I won't say it. But this one is a dagger type style here. Really nice looking little piece. And again, as far as the firing goes, you're not going to get anything to fire anything harder than this. You're not. I would want for you to show me something that's going to fire that hard. And I mean, it's satisfying. It's not sloppy. That firing, sometimes the firing, when it gets hard, ladies and gentlemen, it gets sloppy. It's like it's jumping out of your hand and it doesn't feel very good. This one, no sir. It fires magnificent. Magnificent. Once again, cut that choil right there. You see I cut it right on in there. Because again, they ended it back way back there in nowhere's land. And that's where they ended that. So you gotta cut that choil in. And you have to just pick up one of these diamond rods for like $2. I mean, they're everywhere. You don't have to pick up this one. There's so many different diamond rods out there. But that's all you need. And then you just back and forth like a saw. Well, in the beginning, just go in one direction, like I said. Just pull it. pull it, pull it, pull it, and you'll see that divot start to form. Then you could start going back and forth, right? Just like that. Boom. And that's what I got for you today, ladies and gentlemen. This is a fantastic little, this is one of my fun, when I really want to carry a fun piece, and it's quite often, I like to go for this one. I love this piece. And like I said, look at the sharpening. How you could get these things screaming. I mean, they get so sharp. Good little knives. I mean, this is a good little knife. So I highly recommend looking into the mini Kalashnikovs. I'm telling you, if you don't like it, then you could come back on here and say, that Pete, man, he misdirected us. It's all false. This thing's junk. But I doubt very much you'll say that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's about it today. I hope everybody has a fantastic Super Bowl. And that's just a little video for you today, guys. I just wanted to get that out there. And I'm looking at the snow come down pretty gosh darn good out there right now. Yeah, it's coming down good. And that's it, guys. Be good, be well, and be safe. Once again, enjoy the Super Bowl. And we will talk to you soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.